real quick, on your YouTube page, I know maybe jokingly, but you hinted you'll come out of retirement. The whole Devin Haney, I know you're getting some criticism. I know Bill recently.
I don't care. I don't care about that. I don't have nothing against the Haneys or whatnot, man. I don't have nothing against them. I'm just saying that like this version of Devin is not hard to beat. This form of Devin is I think is easy. You know, mentally, though physically, the way he behaved in his last fight, that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. I'm like, man, I know how to beat Devin. I know what to do against him. You step to him.
That's funny. T.O. did what you call it, like a Twitter space yesterday, and he said that he was talking to Floyd. Floyd said, put your high guard up and just walk him down.
Step to him. Come on, man. I'm an analyst, man, but I'm a fighter too.
But I was
a fighter first.
But how do you step to a guy that has good mobility, moves around?
Check this out. If I was fighting Devin Haney, you know what I'd do? I'll go out there, I'll buy me a couple of chickens. I'll put them in the chicken coop, you know, in like a little area trap, and I'll chase chickens around. If I catch a chicken, I know I'm gonna catch Devin Haney ass. That's for damn sure. Now, I do that for 4 months, and I start catching chickens. Oh yeah, I'm catching Haney ass. That's for damn sure. That's how I would train for Haney, for sure. Oh damn, what Tim ain't doing no boxing training. No, I'm out here trying to catch a chicken. That's what I'm trying to do. Look, whatever you want to say about his last performance, you can say it. If you call that boxing, all right, then you can sit there and you can watch that shit. I'm not watching that. You know what I'm saying? What type of performance he put on last time out? I don't want to watch a Haney fight. Bro, I'm here. I'm actually trying to help you, big dog. I'm trying to help you. I'm trying to keep it 100 with you and let you know that's not boxing. You know? 2.5 minutes going around the ring like this. Bruh, you should have seen your eyes. Your eyes was this damn big, bro. They was like fucking Coke bottles. Them things was huge. Your eyes was like this. You was scared as hell. And you know, they say, well, Tim, he got PTSD. Tim, he got PTSD from Garcia. Shit, you don't think I had PTSD from fucking Ruslan Pavanikov?
That's not true. Don't take credit away from Herrera. He outsmarted me.
Big right hand.
Big right hand by Pavanikov. And Bradley is not going to be brought to the knockdown. And even though he falls back on his...
You was out a whole year in some odd. I was only out 8 months. Came back, fought against Marquez. Yeah. A way better fighter, a legend in the game, way better fighter than a freaking Ramirez, who at this point at the twilight of his career. You know what I'm saying? And I fought a smart fight, a boxing fight, without all this running around the ring like this, bruh. So look, I'm trying to help you, man. Everybody think that I'm the problem. I'm not the problem, man. I'm actually the solution. I'm the solution. Get your mind right, Devin. Pops, I see you. I ain't got no problem with you. But I'll tell you this, the problem that I do have is, with a lot of these fighters, they speak for their sons. Your son ain't no boy no more. Let him speak for himself. That's just it. Yeah, I gotta start doing this, man. You know, because a lot of these fathers, they be cashing checks that they can't even cash. They can't even cash. You know what I'm saying? Because, hey, look, y'all look at me, y'all see me as a fat guy, right? These hands, these motherfuckers still work, bro. Y'all say I'm old, I'm 40, what, 40, gonna be 42? But they still work, man. You know what I'm saying? So, like, look, y'all stay in y'all lane, I'm gonna stay in my lane. I'm a commentator. That's what I do now, I'm an analyst, all right? I say things the way I say them, and that's it. I'm always gonna keep it a buck 100 with y'all, man. That's just it, and that's just what I think. But look, you can have your opinion, I can have mine, and we can agree or disagree. But you coming at me, Mr. Haney, all on Instagram and all that shit, bro, I don't play around like that, bro. I'm gonna see you in public. Then we can have our conversation when I see you. You feel me? That's just it. So.
What's good, Just Do family? It's your boy KB, back to get boxing as Just Do, and do your boy solid by subscribing to the channel, smashing that like button, and turning them notifications on so y'all can be notified when I drop more content just like this. And we gonna get right into it. Man, shots fired, man. Man, yeah, I heard it straight from the horse's mouth out of the Hall of Famer Timothy Bradley, man. He gave his thoughts on Devin Haney's recent performance, his recent win over Jose Ramirez in May 2nd on the Fatal Fury card. And he was very critical of the performance. And, he said, simply put, Devin Haney's eyes were huge. They were big as hell. He was scared. Scared as hell fighting the whole time. He went on to say that, this version of Devin Haney is very easy to beat, very easy to beat, and that this is not boxing. He's not watching this shit, Look, I get it, man. Devin Haney, he didn't have his best out and he didn't look all the way like himself, but people fail to mention each and every time that the kid got the win. And although he did the excessive amount of moving, as you see in the clip, they were getting clowned for, having a poor performance, or should I say Devin Haney was, for all the excessive movement, but he just was fresh off. This is a year and some change removed from the Ryan Garcia situation where he gave the fans the kind of fight that they wanted, and it backfired horribly. Fortunately for him, it was changed to no contest because Ryan Garcia popped for Osterring. But this in May, in this May 2nd card, man, I understood Devin Haney was going out there to get the win. He was trying to fight a clean fight without getting, cracked with any left hooks and getting his bell rung. And I think he was looking a step ahead because there were plans with the Ryan Garcia fight, the rematch, if both guys were to be successful in their, in their recent fight. So Ryan Garcia, he pissed the bed and he messed up the opportunity, fumbled the bag. Now it seemed like the rematch talks have dissipated since then. And look, shout out to Timothy Bradley, man. He's not saying anything that a lot of other people aren't saying, but at the end of the day, we have to give Haney a chance and an opportunity to bounce back. I get it, you feel like he was scary, this is not boxing and this is not it, and you know how to beat him. He even went on to say how he'll chase chickens for 4 months to prepare for Haney, and that way he'll be ready to beat him. He went on to say how people say Haney has PTSD, and how he alluded to how he had PTSD after the Ruslan Provodnikov fight, and I showed y'all the clip because he got drug in that fight and he pulled it off, but he was damaged for months and months after that fight. So I get it, he was able to bounce back in 8 months, but everybody is different. Tim, you should understand that what Devin Haney is doing was giving it his best shot and making it, taking the least risks as possible. I get it's not the most entertaining, but I felt like May 2nd, the Fatal Fury card, that Jose Ramirez fight was all about the win. And sometimes you're going to win and it's not going to be the most impressive thing. It's not going to be the most entertaining. But you have to keep in mind, number one priority, Tim, and I know you know better than me, you're a Hall of Fame boxer, that you have to get that win. Winning over everything else. You get what I'm saying? You want to entertain, but not to your own detriment. And credit to you, Tim, you was a warrior. You ain't duck no smoke. You fought them all. But when you decided, because you're not a big puncher, when you decided that you wanted to be more entertaining in the fight and go toe-to-toe with Ruslan Provodnikov, you see how you paid for it. And yeah, the fans respected you and, it was very entertaining and, everybody loved it. But at the end of the day, I'm pretty sure if you could have done that over, you would have fought him a lot more intelligently. You would have used your defense, your foot movement, different things like that. You wouldn't have went toe-to-toe with that guy because it's just not smart. Devin Haney, to some degree, stepped to Ryan Garcia, kind of in some fashion went toe-to-toe, and he paid horribly for it. So as a result, he made for sure that didn't happen again. So when he got in there against Jose Ramirez, it was all about getting the win and making it to that Ryan Garcia rematch, because I know for sure how he got beaten up, everybody would have said he fumbled the bag, he didn't learn his lesson. See, he's a shot fighter, he's broken. And, some people are still echoing some of those same sentiments, but at least with a win, he get to live to fight another day. He gets another opportunity to prove what he's worth. And look, Tim Bradley, if everybody felt like Devin Haney, this version of Devin Haney was so easy to beat, then why ain't your boy that you've been vouching for, Teofimo Lopez, willing to get in the ring and fight him? If Devin Haney was so easy to beat, we should be having Teofimo Lopez versus Devin Haney coming up next. But instead, we don't. And he pulled out of the negotiations and walked away from the fight. Now we stuck trying to figure out where Devin Haney gonna go next when we all know the fight to make right now in boxing is Devin Haney and Teofimo Lopez. And this should have been the best time for Teo to pick Devin Haney, coming off a lackluster win, as they call it, where he wasn't impressive and all he did was run like a chicken and circle around the ring, and he didn't engage and his eyes was wide open. All these different things. You would think guys will be beating down the door for an opportunity to fight Devin Haney, but that doesn't seem like it's the case. And what I learned, man, some guys will talk about Devin Haney, but they won't get in the ring with him. And I'm not saying these guys are scared, but they're not willing or confident is what some of their fans are to get in there and dethrone or defeat Devin Haney and give him his first official loss. So who's going to be the first to do it? Is Teo going to finally shut his mouth about the black fighters and step in there and fight somebody? Or is people going to keep making arguments about how he wants all the smoke, but he's moving away from it, going in the opposite direction? That's my thoughts, man. Get in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think. Is Tim Bradley right about Devin Haney, or is he tripping? And as always, let me know if I gave boxing a just due, because that's what I do over here at Just Do Boxing. To the next one, I'm out.